Greetings, fellow Cameroonians at home and abroad. We have monitored and followed up the case in the Constitutional Council, that is in a bench of the Supreme Court in Cameroon. The case has finally been closed. That means all the hearing and the files have been submitted. And the Supreme Court, the bench of the Supreme Court, the Constitutional Court have issued an official date where they are going to make their decision. The result is already there. So the significant development and updates we have to give you is one, we have a very powerful presentation by Issa Tchiroma. I am impressed by the detail of the accounts he presented to the Constitutional Court. The lawyers are impressed. He has also released to the public the statistics and the figure based on his party report. Those are reports from his own representative that shows that Issa Tchiroma indeed won the election by 54% of the vote. In other 20% of electoral votes, polling station where he was not represented, even if Pobia was to win all those votes, it will not be able to overcome the margin which Issa Tchiroma won in the polls where he was represented. So he was represented in 80% of the polling station. In those 80% of the polling station, it constituted more than 90% of the total population that participated in the election. So Issa Tchiroma have made a very powerful case that he has won the election and that the election result that has been accepted by the Constitutional Council should be rejected. Another significant development is that the daughter of Ndam Njoya, who is the chair lady of the UDC, also made a powerful presentation to support and also make a petition of her own that the election result that shows that Paul Biya has won by 54% should be rejected and thrown away. She made a very powerful presentation, also presented statistics from her own party that shows that Issa Tchiroma have won. So the facts is there now for the Constitutional Court to observe, to look at the facts that has been presented by these officials, as well as compare it with the one that is in front of them. Normally, the party representative have the signature of both parties. That means on every polling station, results are certified by all representatives of those parties that participated in the election. So definitely, the proof are beyond refutable, and the result presented by Issa Tchiroma is true and valid, that he has won the election. Any other result that was presented and accepted already by the Constitutional Council was fake. On the side of the Cameroon government presentation was very short, less than 30 minutes. He basically informed the Constitutional Court that the electoral result put together by a LECAM and that was reconciled by the final counting committee should be relied upon as the most authentic result, because those election results were protected. It has also the signatures of all party representatives. So they did not challenge Issa Tchiroma's file and evidence that he produced that those results were certified by CPDM members as well. So the Cameroon government failed to challenge the evidence brought forth by Issa Tchiroma based on information given to us by lawyers who were in the session. So under normal circumstances, you would expect that the Supreme Court, the Constitutional Council, will agree with Issa Tchiroma and Madame Ndam Njoya to reject the result and then cancel the election, and election should be held again in Cameroon. But we know that this is not the normal circumstances. The Constitutional Courts are all appointee by the head of state, Paul Biya. He definitely chooses people that are more loyal to him, and the facts does not matter to them. They are going to come out probably to say that Paul Biya has won the election. This is not strange. This is what we predicted. Based on our engagement with international partners across the globe, we know that the international community is aware that this election is just for Paul Biya to secure his mandate in order to be able to choose his son as the next president of Cameroon. Now, I want to show you a video just to substantiate our thesis and what we have presented to the Cameroonian people. This video is of Eric Atangana. He is one of the main CPDM people who designed all the material that was worn by the CPDM during this campaign. He designed the stickers and the big pictures of Pobia. He personally chose those pictures and designed all the campaign material. This campaign material was not run by the secretary of the CPDM. No, it was all run by one person, Frank Biya. So those who are pointing fingers at Ferdinand Gongo and Tanganjipo, you are all missing the point. Frank Biya is the one running for election. This election is a succession plan for Frank Biya. And after Paul Biya will win his mandate through this forgery and rig that we all know does not represent the will and choice of the Cameroon people, he is going to transfer the power to his son. He's going to personally choose his son to represent, to complete the next mandate that he has. And that is going to be in line with what the France Afrique has been doing in Africa. In Togo, it was the same case. In Gabon, it was the same case. In Chad, it was the same case. And now in Cameroon. So watch this video with me and you see exactly what I'm talking about.
Mais avant que les problèmes ne commencent, il faut toujours alerter. C'est ton fils, la mère, c'est Eric Atangana. On a un problème sérieux. 1, le réseau est fâché. 2, je suis fâché. 3, tous les gars de l'équipe, tout le monde est fâché. Pourquoi on est fâché? Parce que Frank Emmanuel Biya, mon grand frère, a pris tous les goodies. Il est allé produire en Chine. Mais moi, je vais te poser une question à la mère. Est-ce que c'est le président Xi Jinping? Est-ce que c'est la Chine qui a cautionné ton mari, c'est-à-dire que papa Paul Biya pour 2025? Non, ce sont les Occidentaux. Comment Frank peut porter le projet des Occidentaux, des Américains, et tu vis sur le sol des Occidentaux, en Suisse, à Monaco, tu es en France, et il porte tout, il va produire les gadgets chez Xi Jinping, en Chine. Comment tu penses que nous, on peut se sentir? Comment eux là, les Occidentaux peuvent se sentir? C'est-à-dire que voilà la campagne de 2025. C'est pas le président Xi Jinping qui a soutenu papa Paul Biya. Ce sont les États-Unis, c'est la France, c'est le Canada, c'est l'Allemagne, c'est Israël. Mais au moment où il faut produire les gadgets, Frank Emmanuel Biya, mon grand frère, il porte le budget, il porte le projet et l'amène en Asie. Dis-moi un peu, est-ce que c'est Frank qui a fait le travail ici? C'est pas Frank. Comment peut-il prendre ce genre de décision? Comment Frank, avec l'expérience qu'il prétend avoir, peut-il prendre ce genre de décision? Et demain, on va dire que voilà les problèmes. Quand les problèmes vont commencer, il va dire qu'il ne connaît rien. Nous sommes fâchés, la mère. Pour le moment, on parle encore, nous sommes fâchés. J'avertis encore que ça ne va pas. C'est nous qui avons fait le boulot pour cette campagne présidentielle. Jugez bien ce que c'est nous. Et tu le sais, tout le monde est au courant. Mais ça ne dérange pas que Franck nous baise en direct. Parce que c'est ce que Franck a fait. Franck nous a baisé. Pendant des mois, on est au courant. On se tait. La première fois que j'appelle à Yolo, c'était au sujet de cette histoire-là. Je n'ai rien dit. La com n'est pas payée. La stratégie de communication n'est pas payée. Le marketing n'est pas payé. Rien n'est payé. Donc comme papa peut bien avoir une campagne comme ça, là, rien n'est payé. Le réseau n'est pas payé. Le cabinet n'est pas payé. Personne n'est payé. Et Franck porte encore tous les gadgets. Et il part encore avec ça. Il part avec ça chez le président Xi Jinping en Chine. C'est le président Xi Jinping qui a fait ça. Ce n'est pas le président Xi Jinping. Donc il faut demander, il faut dire à papa Biya que ça ne va pas. Son fils a gaffé. Nous ne sommes pas contents, la mère. Porte-toi bien et à plus tard. Nous ne sommes pas contents.
So this is the video of Eric Atangana. He's a known person in Monaco. He has been seen with Frank Biya, organized meeting with Frank Biya, introduced Frank Biya to the Cameroonian community. His testimony is true. Even though he made that video out of anger, but you know you cannot commit any crime without leaving behind evidence. So these are evidence that Frank Biya is already next in line. You saw him when he was introduced to Emmanuel Macron by Paul Biya. You have seen him playing part actively in the public light of Cameroon, and he stand as the next president of Cameroon. Now, Issa Tchiroma, on the other hand, have put out a very powerful message where he asserted himself as the true elected president.
Du nord au sud, de l'est à l'ouest et partout dans la diaspora, après la compilation des procès-verbaux issus des bureaux de vote et la vérification des représentations sur le terrain, il apparaît clairement que nous sommes sortis vainqueurs avec une marge écrasante, un score supérieur à 50% de suffrages exprimés. Un tel rejet, un tel désaveu prescrit au président sortant de faire preuve de courage, d'humilité, et au nom de la démocratie et des us et coutumes, appeler le vainqueur.
So Issa Tchiroma is calling on Paul Biya to pick his phone and call him and congratulate him and have a dignified exit from the Cameroon political scene.
Notre nation à l'abri de soubresauts et convulsions qui naîtraient d'une transition subie et non préparée. De la sorte, l'humanité entière reconnaîtrait en lui un homme de paix, soucieux de laisser un héritage dont on citerait l'exemple aux générations à venir. Mais hélas, telle ne semble pas être votre prédisposition. Mais malgré tout, sans arrière-pensée et d'un bon cœur, ma main reste tendue pour une transition pacifique. Mesdames et messieurs, il me plaît de rappeler avec force qu'en dépit de tous les obstacles érigés sur notre chemin, aujourd'hui, nous disposons de deux leviers. Celui qui confère l'adhésion populaire massive telle qu'illustrée lors de nos meetings et le respect scrupuleux du Code électoral en son article 113 qui nous autorise à porter à la connaissance du public des résultats tels que nous les avons énoncés. Incontestablement, ces deux leviers font de moi le président de la République légal et légitime.
So Issa Tchiroma have quoted the law that authorized political parties to release the public the result. That does not mean they are making the final declaration yet. So according to that result, he declared himself as the winner of the presidential election and has an open hand to receive Paul Biya. If Paul Biya wants a peaceful transition, that is the stage now. And let us move on now to our commentary on what is going on. What is he going to do now? According to the information he put out, he also said that his contact with the neighboring country, Nigeria, Chad, and Central Africa, which we are aware that he made that move, were all negative. But I don't believe that. The only reason he put out that message is probably to deceive the regime, to think that there's not going to be an intervention from a forceful cease of power. I believe Issa Tchiroma have succeeded to bring the Chadians in his side, because from what we understand, when he left Cameroon, he went to Nigeria. He was accompanied to Chad by a very respectful Muslim cleric in Nigeria. They went to Chad. A delegation from Central African came there and they met him. So it is the choice is going to be to Issa Tchiroma. The Cameroon people are clearly ready and they are rising up. I want you to watch videos of Marwa, Garwa, the youths standing up, being ready to defend their vote. And the statement of Issa Tchiroma that he did not succeed to get support from neighboring country. I think he wants the Cameroonian people to focus on themselves. Even here in Canada, we have seen protests in Ottawa of Cameroonians ready to defend their vote. What has happened in Tunisia, what happened in Burkina Faso, can also happen in Cameroon. The people can rise up to the occasion and kick out the regime to make sure their choice sits at the helm of that country to bring in transition that the country deeply needs. What is going to happen? We are going to bring you details of that because we have two conversations we need to have with certain strategic people. Is the Cameroon military going to give the assurance to Issa Tchiroma that they are going to fall in line? So if Issa Tchiroma is coming down from Garoua, are the military in Garoua going to fall in line with him to march down to Yaoundé and take over power by force? Is Issa Tchiroma going to use what we have called for, call for a 1 million man march in Yaoundé. If there is a 1 million man march in Yaoundé, will they overthrow Paul Biya? We are going to give you that more. And the Cameroonians are ready. Now they have a leader that by God's providence, they were targeting Maurice Kamto. I don't think Maurice Kamto have the courage of Issa Tchiroma. Now they have a lion man to face, and the music is on. And we are going to bring you the details of what to expect. For the meantime, stay engaged, believe in yourself, believe in the power of change, believe in pragmatism and realism. We have come with the thesis that Frank Biya is going to emerge as the next president of Cameroon, but everything is possible. It is 60% of what we had predicted, and it's 40% the chance of Issa Tchiroma. Anything can happen. Human beings are variables. Nobody is God. Cameroon can change. They can be changed. We will stay on realistic side, and we are going to present to you what is happening. For the meantime, I'm going to talk and make another video about the MP that was picked up by Ambazonian fighters, and I'll give you the details of what is happening there and the information we have had coming in from there. God bless you all.